Hello, YouTube land, and welcome to another edition of the Crypto Mamma Mia, formerly known as the Middle-Aged Mom Does Crypto. It's January 6, 2021. Today I am talking about core compounding in Exodus, ladies and gents. That's right. But before I do, read my disclaimer. You know where it is, at the bottom or in the beginning. So basically, what am I doing here, ladies and gents? I am going to show you how I core compound in Exodus, but not for fiat, for stablecoin. And my stablecoin of preference, and again, not financial advice, but you can pick whichever stablecoin you want. I myself, I like Tether USD. There's a lot of different stable coins in here. And basically what a stable coin is, if you're new to crypto, is it pretty much is pegged to the US dollar. Well, this one is anyways, Tether. And so basically when you make profits, for example, as you can see from this Bitcoin chart right here, if you deposited any Bitcoin into your wallet at this time, like around December, the beginning of December or so, you saw that Bitcoin here is about 18,000, 19,000 around there. And so today's price, ladies and gents, check it out, 35,000. So that's an 8% change. Well, just in 24 hours, it's an 8% change. But in that time span, you see here in just a month, because we're looking at the 1 month chart, you have gained a big percentage. So core compounding basically is, if you're unfamiliar, let's say you have a number that you're comfortable with playing with. For example, let's say you have $500 that you're willing to, you know, put into a volatile asset like Bitcoin. And I say volatile because, I mean, look at this, ladies and gents. In one day, it changes. It profited at 8% in one 24-hour period. So, but then, the opposite can happen as well. As you can see, there's dips here, like from here, like 23,000, it went down to 22,000, right? And that was just a matter of how many days is that? 19th to the 21st. That's 2 days. So in 2 days, it went down about $1,000 or so. So you have to know that it's very volatile and you can't freak out. But anyways, back to the core number. So let's say I have 500. I went into my Cash App or Coinbase, whatever you have, and I bought $500 worth of BTC, and I stuck it in here into my Exodus wallet, right? Let's say you did that. And so let's say you did it when BTC was around 18,000 in the beginning of December. And again, ladies and gents, please remember that you cannot cash out for fiat in here. You can buy if you have Apple Pay. Apparently that's an option now. So you can buy with Apple Pay into your Exodus. You can buy Bitcoin. But other than that, it's just a wallet. It just holds crypto and it does exchange crypto for you. So again, you would have to get your BTC from someplace like Coinbase, Cash App, and then you can deposit it in here. And what you do is, let's say 500 is your core number. So anytime you see that 500 rise, because let's say that, you saw that Bitcoin was up to 35,000. So of course that 500 is no longer 500. It is way above 500 is what my guess would be. So anything over 500, take that as profit. And what you do is you exchange it. That's what I've been doing, ladies and gents. And then I would, withdraw it and put it into something like Celsius where I can earn interest. That's how I've been core compounding. That's why my Exodus wallet doesn't have a whole lot right now, because I do withdraw. So I take my Bitcoin and I exchange that for a stable coin. So that way I can lock in my profits, because a stable coin, the most that it ever drops is maybe like a penny or a few pennies. So whatever you cash out into Tether, for example, you made $100 in profit, you can buy $100 worth of Tether. So he can search here, USDT. And there you go. See, so right now, if you were to cash out one Bitcoin, you would get 33,000 in USDT. So this, let's say you had more than one Bitcoin and you wanted to capture profits here, You wanted to cash out your one Bitcoin into something more stable where it doesn't dip. And so you could totally cash it out into Tether. And Tether, it doesn't go down. Again, it's a stable coin. It is a peg to the US dollar. So at the most, it might lose a couple cents here and there. But basically, you have captured your profit. So let's say you now have $600 worth of BTC sitting in your Exodus wallet. You can exchange $100 worth of Bitcoin into Tether. That way, you will always keep that profit no matter if Bitcoin crashes to the ground. You would have made your 100. Oh, let's say that it's now sitting at 1,000. So what you would do is you would just cash out your 500 into Tether or compound into Tether. So that way you would not have lost that profit in case Bitcoin crashed and burned to the ground, which at this point, ladies and gents, it's an asset that looks like it'll be around for the long haul. So yes, it will have dips and it will have retractions, as does any type of asset, such as this, which is very volatile. I mean, just look at the stock market. They retrace, they pull back, they dip, but it comes back up usually. So then what you do is if it does go below, like let's say your 500 went below and it now has become 450 because the price of Bitcoin has dropped, you can actually take some of your profit, because let's say you cashed out 100 or $150 in profit and you saw that your Bitcoin value has dipped down to 450. So what you can do now is take some of that Tether, because look, you can do that. So let's say you take some of your Tether and now you buy Bitcoin at the lower price, because here you see this decimal, that is what you're trying to build up, but you're going with the USDT value, right? Because your ultimate goal is to cash out profits and to capture. That's what core compounding is all about. And that's how I do it in my Exodus. And then any profits that I have, I withdraw it. And like I said, I put it into something like a Celsius where it gains interest for me, so that it's not just building in value while it's sitting in the wallet, it is also earning interest. Because in something like Exodus, it doesn't earn interest, it just sits. But remember, the value does appreciate because, yes, hello, the price goes up, right? Like, here we go. Let's expand this again. The price goes up. So let's say you just held it in here for 3 months and you bought at around 10. Oh my gosh, ladies and gents, in October, Bitcoin was still around 10,000. It has tripled in 3 months. It has pretty much every month, it has gained at least 1x, right? In 3 months, right? 1x, 2x, 3x now in the month of January. So just by sitting in the wallet, your 500 would have, let's just times that by 3, 1,500. You open it and you're like, oh my gosh, you have $1,500 worth of BTC, but it's still the same amount, right? It's still that fraction. It's still that decimal point. So what you do is that's when you come here and you exchange and you core compound. And again, every time it dips below your number, let's say you want your number now to be 1,000. So you pull out your $500 worth of profit, right? And you make that into Tether. And then as soon as it dips below 1,000, you can buy some more Bitcoin, and you just keep doing that. That way you build up your Bitcoin stash as well, your decimal point. You're working towards your one whole Bitcoin using your profits, right? So that's how you core compound in the Exodus wallet, ladies and gents. And remember, if you want to change it back into dollars, like actual US dollars or pounds or whatever your fiat of choice is, then you will need to go into your Coinbase. You will need to withdraw from here. So let's say you want to withdraw some of your Bitcoin, then you just go into your wallet and you send it to your Coinbase, right? So you put your Coinbase or your Cash App Bitcoin address in here and you send it off to there, and then you can cash out there into fiat actual dollars. So there you go, ladies and gents. That is my video for today. I like to talk about these kinds of things because in 2021, just from price appreciations, you can make a pretty penny just from core compounding or taking off profits and holding on to that profit, right? And so if Bitcoin dips, guess what? You cashed out when it was still high, and therefore you have captured the profits. And then when it dips below, like let's say it goes back to like 30K, for example, then you can buy a little bit more Bitcoin because now you have captured profits, and you can use that tether to buy more Bitcoin or exchange it into more Bitcoin. That way you keep building up your Bitcoin stash using the profits you've made. And that's why it's good to have a core number. So whether it's 500, whether it's 1,000, just remember, sell when it's over that core number, and then buy when it dips below, and then set a number for yourself. Like for example, you're gonna tell yourself you're taking out every $50 in profit, right? So if you see 550, you take the 50. You see another 550, you take the 50. And then maybe you set a goal for buying. So like let's say your core number dips below to 480. So every 20 you see, you're gonna buy some more Bitcoin, right? To get it back to that $500 USD value. Hopefully that made sense. I know that was a bit much, but you know, maybe I can show you with my Cash App because I'm doing that in there as well. But I figure a lot of people like to use Exodus, and I've been having a lot of questions about Exodus lately. So I figure I show you in there how to core compound, or in here, how to core compound your your Bitcoin and make profits, and at least take profits right here. You see, once you peg it to something stable, you know, it's not going to dip like how Bitcoin dips. Like if you cashed out 33,000 in Tether, you're not going to see that value dip below 33,000, right? It's always going to be close to that number right there. So there you go, ladies and gents. And again, you can pick other stable coins. I think, let's see, there's a USD. Yeah, there's this one, USD coin, right? So that one's a little bit higher too. Like if you cashed out Bitcoin there. So again, you know, you can pick whichever stable coin you prefer. Just know that it's pegged to the dollar, so you're not losing that value there. So there you go, ladies and gents. I hope that was helpful. If you found that helpful, please like and subscribe. Please leave me a comment if you have any more questions about that. And remember, I am still trying to give away more of my BTC in 2021. So if you like that idea, please subscribe. I saw on YouTube analytics that about 75% of you who are watching are not subscribed. So help me out here, ladies and gents. You know, I love to give back to the community, but I'm also trying to set goals for myself. So I would love to hit that 2,000 subscriber mark. So please like and subscribe if you have not already, so I can be doing that. Otherwise, I hope you're having a great day or night wherever you are. Please stay safe. Please stay healthy. Please stay sane, most important of all. And I will see you at the next video. Adios.